Oh my god! What the fuck is this? Hey guys, it's Deconic, and I've just discovered the most broken Spectre that has been discovered so far, and I mean that literally. They are called the Treant Foulspawn, and these guys have by far the most screen coverage you can likely get from any minion in the game. Before I get into just how their mechanics work and how we got to this point, I want to preface this by saying this is just a Spectre showcase and not a build guide. And these Spectres ask for a very gimmicky playstyle to work, so if you decide you want to use them, be warned. So how do they work? They use a Chaos Mortar projectile when they walk. Some of you may recognize this style of Spectre mechanic from Moon Dancers in PoE 1. And because they are mortars, it essentially means that they shotgun, which allows projectiles from the same cast to simultaneously do damage to an enemy caught in their overlap. And while this projectile is a spell, it isn't scaled by cast speed, but rather by movement speed. And by supporting them with Scattershot and Wildshards support, we potentially can get a lot of projectiles coming out each step. To truly exploit this Spectre, however, we are using the very buggy catch-up mechanic that the Raised Spectre gem uses, which transforms the Spectre into a shade and gives them copious amounts of movement speed so that they can catch up to the player. But that's not all, because apparently we can still semi-control the Wraith form Spectre with our direct minion key. So what we do essentially is, as we are walking forward, we have them slip into shade form, and we are holding down our direct minion button at the edge of our screen away from where we are going, basically behind us. This keeps them in shade form for as long as possible before they inevitably catch up to us when we meet monsters. Now, to make this very effective, we are going to need AoE, and a lot of it. To get that, we are going to be taking all the minion AoE nodes on the tree. However, the biggest scaler of AoE for these Spectres are the support gems. Magnified effect, which provides 30% more AoE, is a no-brainer, of course. And their ability being a spell typically means that would be the only support gem that would affect them. However, there's a unique interaction with the Raised Spectre gem, which allows you to support it with both attack and spell support, since GGG do not know which Spectre you're going to use, right? And because of this, the support gem basically bypasses the requirements which state support attack skills or support spell skills. This allows us to use support gems from attack skills even though this Spectre uses support skill, or uses a spell rather. And as such, we are going to be using reach support, which increases the AoE by another 35% more AoE. And because of that, and the fact that it is a spell, we don't even have to worry about the accuracy penalty to close enemies because it's a spell, it doesn't matter. So the combination of Magnified effect and reach support then gives us 75% more AoE, which is then multiplied by the AoE from the tree, giving you the clear you're seeing, basically. These Spectres can be found in the Viridian Wildwood Unique Map, which you just have to randomly stumble on while exploring the Atlas. This makes them very inaccessible to just start blasting with, but if this video becomes popular, it just might become possible to buy it off TFT. So if you really want to just try them out, you could check there. If you enjoyed the showcase, do consider liking and subscribing, as we are very close to 1,000 subscribers. And let me know in the comments if to continue with this style of Spectre showcase for any other interesting Spectres I come across while testing a whole bunch of them. I have also added a no yapping showcase at the end of this for those that just want to see the Spectre. And with all that said, thank you for watching.